on, everybody. How the heck are you? Let's get this party started. Hey, you guys, I know a lot of you guys have been struggling with getting clients on social media from conversations. And I know that's one of the biggest, hardest things. Like, yes, I love what I do. I love helping with people and I want to get more clients and I want to get more hot leads. But how do I actually connect with them to buy us? And so I'm getting these questions a lot. So I wanted to film this video to actually outline some simple, easy to implement strategies that you can use into your business right away to start having more conversations. So that way you can get more calls booked. And when you have more calls booked, you're going to have the opportunity to have a lot more clients and really fill up your schedule. How cool would it be to be able to walk in to your day and be like, oh my gosh, like this week, I have lots of, great calls lined up with my ideal clients. Like this is how you're going to do it. It's going to be to start from actually having the right type of conversations. So you guys ready to dive in? You guys ready to go over some specific details? Give me a hell yeah in the comments below. Give me a hashtag live if you're watching this live with me, and feel free to ask any questions or comments as we go. And by the way, if you're watching the replay, then feel free to go ahead and just comment down, hey, watching on the replay, Tobias, so I know that you're getting some value in here. All right, so let's dive into a few of the things that you can do super easy to generate more conversations, right? So before we dive in, I want you to know that there's 5 C's to focus on to use the 80-20 rule. And the 80-20 rule is to spend 80% of your time working on 20% of the things that are going to bring the needle forward in your business as far as generating revenue for you, right? So the 5 C's are going to be content, connections, conversations, calls, and conversion. So let's take a look at those first. So content, you have to have the right type of content to be able to build more connections, right? You have to build your audience. You have to have more of the right type of people that love what you do. And you have to show that you can solve the problem that your audience is looking for help with, okay? When you have the right type of content, it drives more connections, you build your audience, you have more followers, you have more friends. When you do that, now we're gonna dive into the 3rd C, which is actually having conversations with your connections. How many of you guys are like, I struggle with conversations? Give me a struggle in the comments down below if you struggle with that, because I've struggled with that at times. And that's why I want to be able to help you guys so you don't have to have the same struggles that I went through when it comes to that. So then when you have conversations, doing the right type of strategy will get you calls booked, and then calls booked will lead to conversions, which is more clients. And ultimately, that's what we want to do, is we want to help more people increase your clientele so you can have a deeper impact, you can make more money, and obviously be able to build your business. So the goal is to be at 25 new conversations a day in order to hit 6 figures. Because if you're booking, if you're having 25 calls and you're doing it correctly, you're going to have 1 to 2 calls booked every single day from that. And if you're having 1 to 2 calls booked, man, over the course of 6 days, maybe you take Sundays off, you're going to have, minimum of 6 calls booked. And at that point, if you enroll 1 to 2 of those people at, $1,500 price point, whatever your price point is, you're going to grow and scale and you'll be able to have your dream business. So let's dive into the ideas to start conversations. So one of the things that you can do if you're on Facebook is to wish your friends a happy birthday. How many of you guys actually take the time out of your day every single day and actually shoot your friends, everybody in your friends list? You should be doing this. And you should shoot them all a happy birthday message. Ask them how they've been. What have they been up to? Did they have a good birthday? What did they do? Did they eat cake? Like, those are the things that we need to do, is we need to have those intimate conversations. And when you wish somebody a happy birthday that's in your friends list, they're probably going to respond, right? So when you send somebody a message, when you send somebody a DM as far as happy birthday, hey, Shauna, hope you had an amazing birthday. What'd you end up doing? They're probably going to respond. Whereas if you just post happy birthday on the wall, they may like it. They may say thank you, but that ends right there and you don't build a conversation. So ultimately, we're looking to get the conversations inside the DMs. So every day, go through your friends list, go in there, wish everybody a happy birthday. Okay. Second thing that you can do is you can interact with your ideal prospects' content inside groups, right? So you can comment on their posts and just give, genuine thanks. Tell them, awesome job. I love what you're doing here. Or where is this? If you see that they're going hiking and, Mount Everest, whatever it is, you can be like, oh my God, how long did that take you? You literally just appear with them. So now you can kind of bridge that gap, right? And they're going to be like, oh my God, it took me 7 hours to hike this trip. Oh, that's crazy. I love it. Da, da, da. And then you can continue the conversations inside the DMs, but you want to establish that friendship first. Nobody wants just a random DM message from somebody that they don't know. Nobody's interacted on their content. They're like, hey, do you want to coach or whatever it is? What are your fitness goals? They'd be like, get away from me, dude. Right. So you have to start interacting on your ideal prospects content. And a good way to do that is to find where they hang out inside Facebook groups. Okay. Next thing is to actually give value yourself inside Facebook groups. And then when people comment and they interact on your posts, then you interact with their comments. Dude, thank you so much. That was awesome. Yes. Da, da, da. Then now you're going to start to build friendships. People are going to start to see that you are giving value inside the group, that you're posting. They're going to get to know you. Some people will click on your profiles. Other people will just start seeing you around, right? And when you've been in lots of conversations inside comments, it's a lot easier to shoot somebody a DM and be like, hey, let's, I just shot you a message, man. Would love to connect, right? They're going to be much more apt to connect with you when you've been having conversations inside on their comments and you show that you genuinely care. Okay. Next thing that you can do is you can interact with your clients, right? On your clients' content and your clients' friends. So if you're already training people, interacting on them, their friends are going to see that you are interacting on their content. And they're going to be like, oh, birds of a feather flock together. What does that mean? If you coach, a particular type of person, they probably have other friends that are like them, and they're going to start to see you interacting on the posts, right? And when they start to interact, then you can feel free to interact with them. So interact on your client's content. Anybody that likes, comments, or shares any of your content, that is your green light. Like, dude, thank you so much for commenting on my post. Yes, it was amazing. I had a wonderful time, but I got a lot of steps in, whatever it is. Whatever is the post that you were talking about, feel free to reply to the comment, and then you can shoot them a DM as well, right? Hey, just want to thank you so much for interacting with my comment. Hope you have an amazing day. It's not like you're being sleazy. You're not trying to sell them, anything crazy, but it's starting the initial conversations in the DM. This is the hard part. That's why we're diving into this. What's another thing that you can do, Tobias? Well, you can follow up with some older conversations that you dropped the ball on, right? You have tons of people that you have inside your friends list, and you've probably had multiple conversations with a lot of these people in the past, but you let them dry up like a raisin and you haven't re-interacted with them. So all you have to do is go through the people on your friends list and re-engage conversations. Hey, Sharon, how you been? It's been a long time. What have you been up to? Like literally just starting an easy conversation with anybody in your friends list. You can start and you can start from A's today. You can do B's tomorrow. You can do C's the next day. You can do D's, and you can just work through your friends list. Okay. You have a bigger friends list, it might take a little time. If you have a smaller friends list, you can get through it faster. You have a smaller friends list. Hey, continue to put out great content and build more connections. That's going to be one of the things that we want to do. Okay. Next thing that we can do is we can follow up with former clients. Yes. Are you following up with your former clients, or are they just like, bam, and all you're doing is focusing on the new people coming through the door? You should be following up with your former clients. That should be something that is like just on clockwork. If you have an automation CRM like FitPro Solution, then that will do a lot of that for you. But you should always reach out and you should follow up with former clients. This could be text message. This could be email. This could be social media. Like, you should be re-engaging those people, because if you followed up with them and just ask how they've been, what have they been up to, a lot of them will be like, oh my gosh, like I gained weight again after working with you. Like, I want to get in shape by summer. Let's talk. I would love to work with you again. And like, all you had to do was shoot them a quick little message, right? So what are the other things that you can do? Well, let's dive into that. You can find authority trainers that serve your niche, and their followers are usually your avatar. So you can kind of just take a look at some of the content that they're putting out, and you can re-put out the same type of content that authority trainers are putting out. Now, don't plagiarize them. Don't use what they do word for word, but you're going to be able to see the posts that are really doing well and hitting home runs and getting a lot of engagement. Those type of posts are ones that you can create. And when you create those type of posts that hit the nail on the head of that type of content, then you're going to start to drive more interactions too. And all the people that are commenting on that, then that is going to be a green light for you to be able to reach out to them. Okay. Use hashtags on IG to find your niche. You can do that, right? People that previously downloaded your lead magnets, follow up with them. How many of you guys have given away a lead magnet? And a lead magnet could be like a menu plan, a workout plan, a cheat sheet, an ebook, something like that, something that you created and you gave it away to people of value, and then you never followed up with them. Well, you should be following up with them. And like I said, if you have a tool like FitPro Solution, you can create an automation that follows up with them. But if not, you should be following up with them manually, right? How was it? Did you check out the cheat sheet? Did you check out the menu plan I sent over? What are your thoughts? Have you started implementing it? You know, what have been your struggles? How much weight do you want to lose? What have you tried in the past? Oh my gosh, amazing. Like, you know, are you open for some help? Okay, yes, great. So that'll be another thing that you can do, okay? And then people in your Facebook group. So do you have a community? Do you have a Facebook group? If you do, go through the people inside your Facebook group and do something simple. ASK, ask. You're going to ask them what they would like to see more trainings on, okay? You have your ideal audience in your Facebook group, and all you got to do is like, hey, reach out to them in the DMs. Hey, Sean, dude, I'm going to be putting some new trainings together inside the group. I would love your feedback. What are some trainings on some things that you would like some more help on? And I'll create a training on it. And they're going to be like, oh, man, dude, I've been struggling with like what kind of foods to eat. Oh, perfect. It's going to give you ideas on things to post about. And what else is it going to do? It's going to allow you to start that conversation and be like, hey, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? Yeah, great. What are you currently doing for your nutrition? Are you tracking your macros? Are you weighing your foods? Like, what are your biggest struggles? Oh, I'm eating late at night. I'm not sure what to eat. I need help with that. Dude, well, let's hop on a call sometime and we can go over some strategies that might be able to help. Is that cool? Yeah, absolutely. Boom. Okay. Well, maybe we can do Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, what day works best for you? Like literally just give the choice. Dive in, right? Then you can poll your normal audience, right? Instead of just going into the Facebook group, you can poll your audience. You can poll your audience in stories, right? How many of you guys like asparagus? Yeah, you're going to have, all these kind of things in there. Who works out from home and who works out from a gym? Like do whatever, anything to drive engagement. Anybody that votes on any of your polls, anybody that likes on anything that you post, anybody that comments, reach out to them, start a conversation with them. It's not rocket science, team. Okay. Next thing is you can do a 5130 post. Now, some of you guys are like, what the heck is a 5130 post, Tobias? So a 5130 is where you're going to offer something, right? So maybe you're going to help 5 women, lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days, in a case study program, whatever it is. Like you want to do 5 type of, open it up for 5 people, 1 type of result, 30 days. And it doesn't have to be 5130. This could be 60 days. It could be 90 days, whatever it is. But literally you want to offer your services sometimes. And you're going to get hot leads that want to get some help right there. Okay. Next thing is going to be people that viewed and liked your stories. Are you interacting with people that are liking your stories? If not, why? Why not? These are people that are like engaging with your content. Sometimes we forget about the stories and we're only going with the posts. Well, definitely go inside the stories. Check out the people who are liking your stories. Interact with those people. Create, like I said, the polls, ask questions in your stories. Okay. Next thing, people that have booked calls with you in the past and did not enroll with you. How many of you guys are following up with those people? These are people that actually took the time to be like, yes, I'm interested. And maybe at that time it was a no, but maybe now it might be a I'm ready. So you should be following up with those people, everybody that enrolled, and maybe give them some more value, book in another call, check up on them, seeing how they're doing. That is another great thing that you can do. Just start a conversation. Okay. Next thing, any new followers that you have. So don't just be like, oh, great, 20 new followers. Amazing. Hey, if they are a good fit and there's somebody that is in your niche, like somebody that you can genuinely help, reach out to them. Hey, appreciate the follow. How are you? Talk to them a little bit, right? New followers start a convo. Same thing. New friends on Facebook. If they're shooting you a friends request and they're really liking your content, then chances are they're like, oh my gosh, this person is a trainer. Maybe they can help. Okay. Don't always assume that somebody is going to DM you. Okay. Maybe they shoot you a friend request and that's kind of their next step. Maybe they're shy. So you might have to take that a little bit more of an initiative with that. Okay. Next thing, ask your clients to share a testimonial, and those that interact with the social proof post, you go in and you interact with. Quite simple. Number one, it's going to be huge because you are going to show that you can provide the solution to what your prospects are asking for. And number two, it's your client actually doing this. And it's not just you saying, hey, I can help you get in shape. It's your client saying, oh my gosh, this trainer got me in amazing shape. Was he or she is amazing. And you're like, that's going to be people are going to like, people are going to comment that and reach out. I saw that you like the post, even if they like it, like, Sandra's testimonial or Sandra's, transformation. Appreciate you liking it. What caught your eye? Is that something that, are you on a fitness journey yourself? Something like that, something that where you're starting that engagement with, right? You can also send out a 9-word SMS to your list. This could be an email or an SMS. So the 9-word is made famous by a famous marketer named Dean Jackson. And it's simple. It's, hey, first name, are you still looking to blank? Hey, Jack, are you still looking to lose weight? Hey, Sally, are you still looking to tone up? Hey, whatever it is. And it's literally super simple. You don't overcomplicate it. You don't make it a big paragraph. I don't know about you guys, but if somebody sends me a text or an email and it's like all this stuff, I'm like, oh, it's probably spam. But if they just be like, hey, Tobias, are you still interested in this? I'm like, oh yeah, I am. Boom. Amazing way to bridge the gap for a conversation. Okay. Finally, let's go into something that very few people do. Announce to your phone contact list that you are now accepting clients online. Oh, brilliant idea, right? How many of you guys actually pull out your phone and are like, here we go. Let me shoot a list. Maybe you just send 25 messages out a day. It's like, hey, first name, just so you know, I'm now, doing online fitness coaching and I have a few open slots. So if you know anybody that's interested in blank, whatever is the transformation in losing weight, right? In following in, doing my weight loss challenge, my energy challenge, anything that you have going on, which explicits the result that you have, would love to connect with them, or feel free to shoot them over my information. And a lot of these people will be like, oh, I'm interested. What does that look like? And you'd be like, oh, sweet. Well, hey, let's hop on a call sometime. So there are a bunch of ways, team, to be able to start conversations, right? And just remember the 5 C's that you're going to be able to dive into, okay? So ultimately, you want to have the content, which is going to drive connections. The connections are going to drive conversations. Conversations drive calls and conversions. So if you already have the content piece down, you already have the connections. Now, this piece was guided to improve your conversations. If this was helpful, and you got at least one takeaway from this on something that you can implement, comment down below, please. I would love to know the thing that you are going to implement. What is the strategy? You're like, oh, I'm not doing that right now. Like, that's something that I can do. Go ahead and comment down below. Comment down below what you are doing. Hi, hell yeah, and live. Hi, Tobias. Hello. How are you? Was that helpful, team? Was that helpful, you guys? If that was helpful, give me a hashtag helpful down below. And if you need any help with more ideas, or you want to get some help implementing some structure into your fitness business to be able to grow and scale, feel free to just shoot me a message and just be like, hey, Tobias, saw your live, would be interested in getting a little bit of help. And I'll be more than happy to dive in and do a one-on-one kind of game plan audit of your business and see if there's anything where we can kind of help you grow a little bit faster. Hope this was helpful. Have an amazing day, D.